welcome back to the channel. By reading this title, I think maybe my Columbia jacket is never gonna, not be puffy. That my comforters will always be plump. I don't know, but here over at Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes, I, ponder weird ideas like that just from a title. Very infinite Phil Goose down. Weird. But, Aesop rock, what are you going to do? Gonna let it just smash me in the brain pan and see what happens. Oh, it's going to leave a little gray puddle in the back of my skull as it kind of drips down my spinal cord, smashing my conceptions and misconceptions of what's going on until I, enter some sort of auditory, no, I'm kidding. I'm really just playing, but man, does that hit hard. I don't know. You got good bass. I need one of them big eggs. 70s-esque egg chairs. And it's got the curly wire. I know, Hunter, that is not, no. That you're not, stop. Oh, yeah, play. Just miserable. Cat's miserable, I hear.
The brand reads Animal Farm. My Fuji on the lamb, running with a lamb in my arms. Trailer rabbits harboring the farmer's brand of cigars and cattle after. After that, it's like a ramp to an arc. Playing the garlic salmon, already romancing the fingerlings. When reminded by the ringers, oof, it only ever ring. Out of radio silence, a bad miracle. Panic in the paradigm, attacking the familiar world. Evacuate, bleeding hard, I had to let the horses out. And we step forward the bow, free to ignore. Out of radio silence, a bad miracle. Panic in the paradigm, attacking the familiar world.
Pam probably won't be watching this hard-hitting Aesop rock reaction. Infinity Phil Goose down. Pam probably won't be noticing, but she knew, right? And Hunter knows because he just showed up out of the blue. But I might be familiar with the familiar world.
Evacuate, bleeding hard, I had to let the horses out. And we step forward the bow, free to ignore the corral. Free to mean a circle per the management's normal amount. It's when the chorus vow to normalize the horse's mouth. Black Phillip free to buy what he buys. From a growing blob of jailbroken oxen and hogs. I know some.
So just in case you're only an Aesop rock viewer, Rollen's been going through a lot of changes. That's why we haven't been here reacting to any music. I just had too much going on. My purpose had changed. But then management came under scrutiny, and 2 weeks ago, yesterday at noon, it accumulated in me being done. But funny that this kind of other things await. We'll just go with that.
Circle per the management's normal amount. It's when the chorus vow to normalize the horse's mouth. Black Phillip free to buy what he buys. From a growing blob of jailbroken oxen and hogs. I know some pigs will splinter off. I seen them mixing with the bosses. Sipping gin and sip the trophies. Less prestigious than the office. It isn't receiving a transmission from the future. We get time around them humans. Ain't protect you from they butcher's block. A bunch of us are meeting at the moor behind the organ. Could have been a presence at the origin. Should you feel unsettled or some melting into madness after entertaining more second chances than Velma's glasses from a person, place, or otherwise increasingly disrupt the trend? You could always run the red or break the glass or jump the fence. Yeah, it was always all of a sudden. All's well till it's all of us pulling a button. I am always in something.
That right there, that was in the thumbnail when I selected it, and I was like, hey. That's cool. I like that. I'm going to wait for that moment. then let them know that that moment was going to be special for me. Hey, we're sharing a special moment. It probably isn't as good for you as it is for me. But, I don't have infinite Phil Goose Down. But I do have a Happy Kitty, I really want to, pound more rock stars and chain smoke cigarettes, but it turns out I might not get that either. Oof. I'm saying this because I will still get Aesop. And whatever the hell it is we're doing together here, but it's usually interesting. I want to say fun, but it's subjective. Interesting is subjective too, but I'm closer to interesting than fun. This is both interesting, fun, entertaining, and sometimes enlightening.
Always into something. I am always into something. It was always all who done it. All told, it was all of us up till it wasn't. I am always into something. 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 Yep. I can introduce you to another realm, help you with the move, but only you could go fuck yourself. Cut to helter-skelter in glorious technicolor, with bumper-to-bumper sending turtle shells at one another. It's treasure hunters budding and some cannonball running, a bull sweating in the dead of summer. Reddick on the bread and butter, parting while his pedal power shed the inseparable umbra. Reset the back in order, still ain't pick a second number. Detective wants somehow you get some mega extra old Johnson. Never check the weather and always dress for the tundra. Mary dawn of the mummy, heard a call in my slumber. Woke to 1,000 years of sauce of the month in a bunker. Yum, you could be the lunker under pepper X. I feel like Professor Wide. Why are all my friends depressed? Why's this party feel like when I walk back in a summer's pets and precious tears? Like why are all my tetra dead? Yet again, land speed entirely contextual. Glacial pace, Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, that's it. Delivery. That's inside. Whatever the pros call that. Boy, do I like that.
Yum, you could be the lunker under pepper X. I feel like Professor Wide. Why are all my friends depressed? Why's this party feel like when I walk back in a summer's pets and precious tears? Like why are all my tetra dead? Yet again, land speed entirely.
I don't know. He's got that thing how he does that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure other people do stuff too. I think that's safe to say. But I like what he does. That's also fair.
Contextual, glacial pace, Grand Prix, Space Invader, Camera B, Camera 9, copy room, campground, or canteen. Every time you stand down, I pop up yelling and scene. Make a million paper cranes, blindfolded, both arms stuck in different crane gangs. Underwater over coals, whole of the spirit above them. Cold now, I am always into something. I am always into something. I am always into something.
I like that.
I am always into something. I am always into something. Integrated solutions.
Oh yeah, no, I really think that's awesome and very cool. Very cool. That ending, that is the integrated tech solutions, is really creating a whoa. Please rate your ad experience on YouTube recently. Man, that is a predicament for where we're at, because honestly, if I had to reflect upon ad experiences my whole life, it seems like they are usually generated to make me make decisions that go against my own best judgment. Like to con me into doing something. Sort of like when I go to the circus and they say, win a Cupid doll. And I'm like, the fuck you can. It's a rigged game. Aesop Rock, Infinity Phil Goose Down. All kinds of stuff there. We could just go back and go back and go back and go back. But I think I took something from it. Ooh, yeah, and didn't make it too long. I'm okay with all of that. Because of just getting back. If that stupid survey ad question, I was really impressed with the quality of service and value that integrated tech solutions, which really, yeah, really feels like it feels like a help desk situation that my honey is talking about. But maybe, um, I could actually get something I wanted. Everything else really is throwing me off because I got that survey, and no, I don't think ads serve you well at all. I think the ads are the actual content, and everything else is the filler from the way they look at it, especially the way the algorithm looks at it. But this was awesome. I think I'd have taken, reading along, sometimes you get all the words, but then you don't get the other thoughts that go along with it. Am I critical of it? Fuck, no. Just way beyond anything I would be critical of. I think it's always cool. Oh, that's it. Damn, I was lingering because I was trying. I'm always into something, and as Aesop was reminding me here, here's what it is I could take and focus all kinds of energy and attention on petty revenge tactics. I was in a lot of distress down there, so I thought I would. Yeah, no, it's horrible. I had to drug him to be this happy. What's that? So I've been always into something. Usually a lap full of cat. So you can have all this attention to the petty idea of, well, I feel pushed into a corner, quit my shit. Now I want someone to pay and suffer for it. On multiple occasions, I've left jobs and it took two people to fill in. So the company themselves gets to suffer with added labor costs. They should be just bleeding labor from what I can tell. And a couple other things. But I was like, especially here, listening to this. If I focus on the petty and the not so, oh my goodness, you're sad, you want, okay, hold on, we got a cord. So the dog, he gets jealous when the cat's here, and the cat is, just like, wow, I'm always into something. Hey boys, how you doing? Nothing like showing up right in the middle. Okay, cool, now you're gonna leave, right? Energy goes where attention is focused, and the simple truth is, why focus energy on petty revenge or some sort of self-gratifying, I want to feel better about myself. No, I just want to double my efforts down somewhere else. Maybe it's my rap stylings and my ability to flow over fat ass beats, or maybe it's my ability to time a rush perfectly that everybody gets what they want and slips tips into my hand. Because I don't know, half the reason I think I was gone is, hey, hopefully they can find a way to satisfy customers, but satisfying some petty need at revenge is cheap. And I'd rather sit back and do a couple more Aesop reactions and reflect upon something like that. Not, oh, somebody owes me something. Do they? Probably not. That's probably just the weakness in me going, I want to feel better about myself. Shit, I want all kinds of stuff I'm not going to get. But if I focus on tomorrow, not what was yesterday, maybe I could still have some of those things. I think that applies to whether you're, slinging the rap game, the reaction game, or, hot ass pizzas out the front door for, a fair price. What's the difference? Hey, thanks. This was cool. I feel pretty good. The cat is just way too comfortable. It really gets me to sit still. I'm not a fan of sitting still. Later.